Hey, everybody. Brenda. TT. Mazakine. O2 Hurricane. Ellie. Good Vibes. Pamela. Pollyanna. Hey, everybody. I know, I'm starting early. Hey, Jasmina. Awesome, Pollyanna. Mr. Hart's not paying attention.
Mr. Hart's not even online.
It figures Mr. Hart's not even watching. That's awesome, Brenda. I seen that. Yeah, I figured you had to wait until the other one completely turned, stop being green. Oh God, there's a train. Guys, if I freeze up, I'll be back. Just keep an eye out for another stream. TT, are you still here? Mazakine, are you still here? I don't know if you two wanted readings or not. Let's see, Jasmina does. There's Mr. Hart. Breach! There's Breach. Hey, Breach, you want added to the list, Breach? Sweet pea. Gotcha. Pamela, gotcha. Okay, Mazakine, I got you. All right, Breach, awesome. I got Ellie, I got Pamela. I'll go down the list. Oh, I sure did, Ellie. All right, this is the list. This is how the order I have you. TT, I haven't seen TT. I don't know if TT's here or not. New Zealand. Oh, nice, Linda. All right, I've got Brenda, Ellie, O2, Mazakine. I don't know if TT wanted a reading or not. I wrote you in, TT. Oh, Shirley. Hey, Shirley. Oops. All right, let me try this again. TT, I don't know if you're still here or not. I added you. If not, since you're not here to say you want a reading, I'm not going to read you, but I got you on the list in case you do come in. So, Brenda, Ellie, O2, Mazakine, TT. If TT wants a reading. If not, I'll take TT off the list. Good Vibes, Jasmina. Oh, wait a minute. Pollyanna. I got Pollyanna after Good Vibes. Jasmina, Sweet Pea, Pamela, Breege, Linda, and Shirley so far. I just got to remember to go, when I get done here, go up here first. So you guys know, some of you know, I tried buying a new set of cards that ended up being counterfeit. Well, I wasn't happy with that. And I was scrolling through my favorite shopping site and came across my favorite artist. Metal Clips, where are you at? Because this is your favorite artist too. And we'll be using this. We won't be using it tonight, but we'll be using this deck in the future. I just have to get this deck ready to be used, but we'll be using this deck in the future. Just so you all know, we got a new deck. It's Marchetti. Ciro Marchetti is an excellent artist. You guys like all the artwork on these cards here. So he's done the artwork on this set of cards as well. I have another deck, the Tarot of Dreams, that he's done. Sometimes I use that deck. They're a bigger deck, so they're more difficult. I've also swapped out the Oracle deck for tonight. I've had this deck. I've had this deck for a very long time. I do not want any. Hey, Six Up! I do not want anybody calling me a copycat because I'm not the copycat. But I've had this deck for a very long time, well over a year, probably at least 2 years. And we'll be using this deck tonight, this Oracle deck tonight. And unlike someone else, I don't read the book. Serenity Water Steel? What's that supposed to mean? Ah, I see. I don't know who you are, Serenity, but be nice. Six Up if you want. You can have the pleasure since they have a problem with you. You know what to do. Because I don't care. There you go. Hey, Irish. All right, we're going to get started. Shouldn't come in as that should not be your very first comment coming into my channel. Oh, by the way, nice new account there. Whoever you are, Serenity Water Steel, nice brand new account. Not polite. We don't do not polite people here, okay? It's okay, Breege. Six Up took him out. It is a troll, and I don't do trolls here. If you're going to be a troll, we got troll spray for that. Oh, matter of fact, here we go. Troll spray. Just so you know what I'm spraying troll spray. Archangel Michael. White sage smudge spray for clearing and protection. Alrighty. We're going to get started. And Brenda is first. Thank you, Pollyanna. Oh, yeah, I know you're here. So even the cards got sprayed. Trolls be gone. I got everybody on the list. Yes, I do. The nice thing about the new deck, I don't have to put any tape on it because there's no nudity on in there. All right. This is for Brenda. Hey, Culture. I got you on the list, TT. I got you on the list. Culture. Let's see. You make number 16. All right. All right. This is for Brenda. Oh. What do we got here? So, what I feel like we have here, and I got goosebumps, letting go of anxiety, letting go of negative thinking, negative thoughts, letting go of maybe negative dreams you may be having, letting down your wall of defense, allowing yourself to, you were protecting yourself because you didn't want to forget your boy Freddie, okay? Because you were dealing with anxiety over the loss. But now, let go of that anxiety. You're letting your defense down because you're in the process of finding a new dog. I call them puppies, so not necessarily mean an actual puppy. I call all dogs puppies. It's just a habit I have. So you're working on that process. You're getting there. You're going to achieve that goal. You're going to get that new puppy. I can't help I call it a puppy. You want one that's 3 or 4 years old. I still call it a puppy. That's just like I call my adult children, my kids, my babies. Even though my oldest is 52, I still call him my baby, okay? So to me, it's a puppy. So you're working on that process. You might be getting ready to hear some news on that process. I feel like you're going to receive news on that on this process, if you haven't already. Hey, Shining, you want added to the list, Shining? See, I'm not paying attention while I'm reading, so I didn't see people coming in. I apologize. But that's what I feel like you're gonna sign. You're gonna get a new puppy. You're gonna sign for one here soon. Okay, Shining. All right. Brenda, you're gonna be the first one with the Moonology cards. Yes, this is an actual oracle deck based on the moon phases. I've had it, I just haven't used it, but you know what? Why not? I've had this deck for at least a year. Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome. Oh, Brenda, a win-win outcome is forecast. Look at that. A win-win outcome is forecast. In other words, you're going to get that new puppy. So, a full moon in Libra, if you're not familiar with the sign of Libra, I'll give you a little bit of information on Libras. Libras are usually generous people. They're very caring people. Libra is a masculine cardinal air sign. They like to have balance and harmony and equal give and take. So they're a very caring sign. And they like justice. They like balance as well. So this would balance you out, getting a new puppy. Oh, really? Awesome. Where'd my ink pen go? I done lost my ink pen. Give me a second. I gotta find an ink pen. No, that's not an ink pen. Shoot. Oh, there it is. I found it. Let me put that one back. I hid it from myself. All right, Brenda, your angel number is 128. 128. Ellie, you are up next. Okay, smiling is contagious. I got you. I'm waiting for Pollyanna to yell at me to breathe because my machine's beeping at me. All right, this is for Ellie. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. It stops. It makes sounds like I stop breathing when I'm talking. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. This is for Ellie. Thank you all for being here. All right, this is for Ellie. Just know when I'm doing readings, I'm not paying attention to chat. Wow, they all want to come out. The cards really want to talk. There's some aspect of your life that you're focusing on. There's something that you might even be researching. And the reason that you're doing that is because perhaps you've had a setback, or maybe history's repeating itself. This is usually a mother type figure, somebody that's usually generous and caring, but right at the moment, their world's turned upside down. Not quite as, I feel like things are chaotic. I feel like I feel like you're dealing with some chaos in your life. But I mean, I already know you are when it comes to your sibling and his spouse, but I mean, I feel like it might be some other type of chaos besides just those two. Oh, well, it might deal with the sibling because this is the Judgment card in reverse, and the Judgment card does represent the planet Pluto, which represents the sign of Scorpio. So this is also about the past. There's something about the past that you need to there's something about the past, spirit. My spirit guide just put this in my head. There's something about the past you need to focus on. Look, these two go together. There's something about the past you may need to research, and it may be in regards to a maternal figure. Or somebody, not necessarily your mother. This is not necessarily your mother, but somebody that you know that's a maternal figure, and I don't believe it's you either. Hmm. This can also represent a blockage. I hope you don't have any further health problems here, because this can also represent a blockage. You may need to focus on your own health here. You don't want a setback or history repeating itself. You may need to slow down. Now I got goosebumps. So this is actually you being told to slow down. You don't want history repeating itself. You want to do research on something, there's something you need to look into. Yeah, you need to take it easy there. I don't know. Be careful about blockages because this card can represent blockages, and I've got goosebumps. Hi, Athena. All right. Let's see what we get here. I just want one. New moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. And new moons represents a time to plant the seeds out into the universe. Virgos are very caring people. They're an earth sign as well. What else can I tell you about Virgos? Virgo's a feminine, mutable sign. They can be picky and critical, but they can also be very simplistic. Um, you're a Virgo, Brenda? Aw. A time to give rather than take. I don't know how that fits in because you really need to. I feel like you need to focus on yourself. I feel like you need to focus on your health. Well, thank you, Athena. Did you want on the list? Because I'm about to close it here shortly. Ellie, your angel number's 132, 132. O2 Hurricane, you're up next. Okay, we're going to close the list because I've got 19 people on this list. Make sure y'all are here when I call your name. O2 Hurricane is next. I want to thank everybody for being here. I thank you all for subscribing. We greatly appreciate you being here. I'm thankful for my mods being here. I'm just going to say all this while I'm gathering these cards to do O2 Hurricanes. I want to thank all the subscribers, all the members. If you haven't become a member yet, you might want to consider becoming a member. All the Virgos in here. My oldest is a Virgo. All right, this is for O2 Hurricane. Ellie, you need to take care of yourself. You really do. Because the Judgment card in reverse could be telling me that you might have some type of blockage. And I'm not one for, and I've got goosebumps really bad. I'm not one for giving out medical advice at all. But if you haven't been checked out recently, you might want to get checked out. Good grief. You might want to have yourself checked out just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I think Ellie works too much too. But I know you have to. Oh my God, Ellie, please go get checked out. Please. Promise me you will get checked out. You're having chest pains. Promise me you'll get checked out. Please. Don't make me cry. This is for O2 Hurricane. So O2 Hurricane, I feel like you've been wishing for something, but it's your wish is not coming true, and that's because you're being manipulated. But I think you already know that. You're pushing through with something. There's something that you're working on, some aspect of your life that you're working on. You're in the initial phase of it. I don't know. Maybe you were manipulated. Maybe you were wishing for something. Your wish is not coming true. And maybe the reason your wish isn't coming true is because somebody's manipulating you. Make sure that you're not being manipulated because you want to pursue this. You don't want to get stuck in the initial achievement phase of whatever it is that you're working on. You don't want to get stuck there. Move forward. It's time to move forward. Uh-oh. He might have to bring the puppies in. It's starting to rain. So you might have to get your way out of there. You might have to rebel a little bit. There may be a conflict brewing in the background that you want to get away from. That may be the manipulation that you're moving away from. Others might be scrutinizing you over it. And you don't want to be scrutinized, but you also don't want to be manipulated. I feel like there's manipulation taking place.
It's going to be over in a minute. It's just one cloud.
Okay. They can get one under the RV.
Yeah.
It's not like they have to stand out in it.
Yeah,
Not like they don't need a bath, though.
It's in a doghouse. It's fine.
Yeah, they got a huge doghouse. Sorry, guys. So, O2, I feel like you need to press on and do what it is you want to do. It may cause a conflict. There may be a conflict that you're walking away from. You may feel like you're being manipulated, but you're working on. There's something you're working on. I do too. I love the rain too, Ellie. I listen to it at night on my when I'm sleeping. I listen to thunderstorms. I used to listen to vacuum cleaners, and then I switched out to thunderstorms. If I get knocked off, if I freeze, keep an eye out for another live stream. You guys know I have trouble with my internet. So if I get knocked off, make sure to keep an eye out for another stream. I will start another stream if I get frozen. All right, O2 Hurricane. Full moon in Aquarius. Now, under the full moon, that's the time to let things go. That's the time to let things go. Release things that no longer serve you. Show the world the real you. Aquarians tend to like to keep to themselves. They don't really like to. They're all about keeping their business to themselves and not involving others in their what's going on in their life. I mean, they'll share a little bit if they feel like it, but they don't usually tend to share much. And they tend to live in the here and the now, and they're not good at communicating either. They're not good at communicating with outside they're the people they live with. They're not good communicating unless it's somebody they have to communicate with. They're not really good with that. O2 Hurricane, your angel number is 225. 225. Mazakeen, are you still here, Mazakeen? You're an Aquarius, Jasmina? My baby's an Aquarius, my youngest. They're very caring people. I will say this. They are very caring and very loving people when it comes to their children. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Mazakeen, are you here? There you are. My youngest is an Aquarius, and I was raised by an Aquarius. Exactly, Pollyanna. Exactly. All right, this is for Mazakeen. All right away when I just looking at the cards, the first thing that came to my mind, the first thing that my spirit guide put in my mind is you're burned out from loving too much and caring too much. Because this represents somebody that's very caring, very supportive, very loyal person. The Five of Wands in reverse is all about love. I feel like you're loving so much that you're feeling burned out. You're burning yourself out. Maybe you need to work on self love. maybe not focus on others and start focusing on your own self. Because we can get burned out. Maybe not necessarily loving others too much, but if we don't take care of ourselves, how can we care about how can we love others? Wasting time. So there may be somebody you're wasting time on. Or you're wasting time not taking care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Don't delay. Somehow I feel like there's a reason why you need to take care of yourself. I don't know. Spirit's telling me maybe you need, if you haven't had one recently. And I'm not one that likes to give out medical advice. In fact, I'm not giving out medical advice. I'm advising you maybe if you haven't been to a doctor lately, you might want to go in for a checkup. I don't know why I'm getting this. This is the second time now that this has come up in someone's reading, that I feel like maybe you might need to look after yourself. Maybe go in, if you haven't been lately, go in for a checkup. Cards are sticking. All right. Well, this is a different one. Disseminating moon. I'm not sure about what that means. Take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. So, disseminating moon, I feel, is probably the full moon when it's coming down in behind. It's when it's time for the full moon to disappear and the sun to come up. I've never heard of a disseminating moon. And I'm not reading the book. So take time to breathe out. You can see the picture. That's a new one on me, disseminating moon. I feel that's probably when the moon is probably lowering behind, you know how the sun sets? Well, this I feel is the moon setting. And the sun getting ready to come up. So take time to breathe out. Release what no longer serves you. Breathe out the things that you no longer need. And make room for the things that you do need in your life. Mazakine, your angel number is 141. 141. All right, TT. As much as I like these cards, they're slowing me down. So we may go back to the other deck next time. But I thought we'd at least enjoy them for one day. TT, you're up next. I need to rearrange myself in this seat. Oops. I'm waiting on Pollyanna to yell at me. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Is that going to be the card of the day? Maybe. We'll see. I'm talking about this one. So, what I'm seeing here is that somebody in your life that you may have been close to may have had some sort of addiction problem. Now, let me speak 1 second on addiction. Addiction does not have to be substance abuse. It can be food addiction, it can be gambling, it can be anything. There's a lot of things that people can be addicted to other than substances. Substances is the most common one we hear about. But trust me, there are other addictions out there. So this is somebody that's freed themselves of an addiction. I feel that maybe somebody had an addiction problem and it caused problems with in your connection, in your relationship, whether it be a friendship or a romantic relationship or even a family member. It caused problems. And so this person has taken the time out to free themselves from that. And now that they freed themselves, everything is better. Everything is turning around. Everything is good. Now this is about someone that's caring. Perhaps this person maintained caring over this person, even though they may have had a problem, but they're also caring over them as they are free from whatever it is that they were addicted to. If it's an addiction, it could be toxic behavior. And toxic behavior doesn't have to involve an addiction. People can have toxic behavior from mental health problems as well. So, this is somebody that's freeing themselves. They're getting help from whatever it is that they're dealing with. Whatever they were dealing with may have caused problems in a connection with you where you couldn't be around them. But now that they're freeing themselves, everything's going, life is turning back around. And I'm at a loss for words here. I don't want to sound like someone else. Starting a sentence and not finishing it. This is about things turning right now for someone. This is a figure that is caring over this person. Someone that cares about that person very much. So here we have the moon card. This is somebody is hiding something, though. Somebody's hiding something. I don't know. Is this person saying that they're free of this toxicity, and they're really not? This is a possibility. Or this could be telling us that they tried to hide this. They tried to hide their addiction or their toxic behavior. But we all know when this card gets reversed, it comes out in the light. Somebody may be hiding it, or they may have hid it. This may be past tense. They may have hid their addiction or their toxic behavior, mental health problem, and they're freeing themselves of it. Maybe they're hiding the fact they're freeing themselves of it because they're ashamed of it. Some people do that too. We could also be seeing that as well. But it's caused problems. It has caused problems. And so they knew they had to straighten themselves out. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. And if you're not a member, you might want to consider becoming a member. These cards are sticking because I haven't used them. I've had them for so long. New moon eclipse. We just had one. Expect powerful change. And when we have a new moon, no, we just had a full moon. Excuse me. We've got a new moon eclipse coming up. We've got a new moon solar eclipse coming up towards the end of this month. We had that was a full moon. Excuse me. New moon is when you set your intentions, you put it out to the universe, what it is, the thing, whatever it is that you're wanting. You're praying to the universe. And at the time of the new moon, that's when you do it. So expect powerful changes. And we do have a new moon solar eclipse coming up. Hang on and I'll tell you. Oh, for crying out loud. We have a solar eclipse coming up on the 21st, which is a week from now. And it is a new moon, I do believe. I'm pretty sure. New moon solar eclipse on September the 21st at 3:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, TT, your angel number is 129. 129. Okay, 6 up. I got you. I got a number for you. It's going to be a little bit. Sorry. I number everybody as they come in the chat, so. All right, good vibes. Are you here, good vibes? You're very welcome, TT. You're very welcome. All righty, there's good vibes. No, Jasmina, there's 2 ahead of you. I got you on the list, Jasmina. There's 2 ahead of you. I didn't skip you. You're welcome. I don't skip people. We just don't allow trolls in here. All right, this is for good vibes. Especially when they come in talking nasty. Bad, bad, bad. Not nice. Oh. Wow. You got all major arcana cards so far. Yeah, I'll use the troll spray on them. If it's in my block word list, Brenda, it won't matter. It won't show. All right. Good vibes. What do we got going on here? Coming over here. This is wanting to take a leap of faith on something, wanting to take a chance on something, starting something new. But then we have the Hangman in reverse and we have the Star in reverse. Sorry about that. Wasting time. Don't delay. Your faith is being tested. So, I don't know if somebody's encouraging you to try something new and they're telling you you're wasting time, or maybe you're wanting to try something new. Somebody's telling you you're wasting time. Or somebody could be testing your faith in having you try something new. Interesting. Be careful on this could be related to how you feel, love. Don't waste time. You're wasting time on somebody. There may be somebody that's testing your faith. I think this is all has to do with love. It's all related to love. I say that because of the 5 of Wands in reverse. Somebody is either testing you or they're telling you to go ahead and pursue. Don't waste time. Go ahead and pursue a new relationship. This could also be telling you to be patient too. Love will come in due time. New moon in Libra. Oh, a new romantic cycle begins. Wow. This is a new romantic cycle. So, Libras, like I said, they're very caring people. They like balance. They enjoy balance. They don't like being out of balance. So, and this could happen during the new moon. Not necessarily a new moon in Libra, but during the new moon cycle. A new romantic cycle begins. That leap of faith. And remember, I said it was about love. There you go. All right, good vibes. Your angel number's 387. 387. Pollyanna. Pollyanna. Where's my Pollyanna at? I've got my air conditioner running just in case he gets the laptop overheating and freezing on me. I should have left my big oxygen machine on because it would have thrown some heat at my legs. I don't know what he's cooking over there. I wish he wouldn't cook while I'm reading cards. It's a distraction. You're very welcome. Good vibes. You're very welcome. There's my Pollyanna. I took a deep breath when that beeped. Sorry. I do too, Brenda. And I purposely pulled them out for a reason. I don't have to use the book to figure out what they mean. I'm not going to sit here and read you a fairy tale story out of the book. All right, this is for Pollyanna. If you know, you know. Oh, you want to come out? Okay. Uh-oh. Well, that card is coming out an awful lot tonight as well. So, I feel this is something that is, I feel this is about, no, maybe not. This is somebody that is not committed. This could be about somebody that's close to you. Somebody that is your part of your circle of people that protects your heart. You're feeling conflicted because this person is, there's some aspect of your life, some part of your life. Now, when I say that, when I say some aspect of your life, it's because Pentacles represents the things we hold value in. We hold value in our home, our finances, our health, our family, our friends, our pets. The list goes on what we could hold value in. And so usually this card is representative of wisdom and commitment, but it's in reverse. So there may be some part, some aspect, could be a person or it could be something else, that's not choosing to be wise at the moment. They're not committed to doing something they need to do. And it's somebody you're close to here. And you feel conflicted about it because they're not doing what they need to do. This person's not doing what they need to do. Somebody has said something that broke your heart. Your heart is in the process of healing. Your heart is in the process of healing. With the help of others. I feel like I know what this is about, but in my mind, two people come to mind, and I don't want to say either way. I'll let you decide. This is somebody that is not committed to paying attention to the wisdom that they should have, that they should acknowledge that they are wise, but they're not committed to doing that. They're not paying. There's some part of them that they're not paying attention to that they should be, and they know they should be, but they're not doing it. They're not committed to doing that, and that's making you feel conflicted. They've voiced it. They voiced something to you that hurt your heart, and now your heart's in the process of healing. And this, I feel, is somebody that's close to you. But I also feel that those that are close to you are helping you in healing your heart as well. Yep, Brenda, you're right. Of course. I don't know why, but Gemini is sticking out in my head. Somebody that's a Gemini. I don't know why that came into my head. Let's see what. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I think I know what. I think I know now which of the two people this is about. Oh, your mother. Okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So, full moon part During a full moon is when you let go of things that no longer serve you, things that you cannot control, things that are out of your control. Capricorns, they have the hardest time letting go of things. And so, Capricorns, just so you know, Capricorns are the workers. They're known as the workers of the astrology signs. That much I do know. And so, Capricorns under the full moon have to work a little harder at releasing things during the full moon. It's the end of a tough cycle approaches when you come to a full moon in Capricorn. Is he a Capricorn? Ah, yikes. No, I don't think he's coming back. This says the end of a tough cycle approaches. It's tough for you because this person has said things that's hurt you. So that person may try to come back, but it'll be tough, but you need to end that cycle. You definitely need to end that cycle if it's that person. This is the end of a rough cycle. Your angel number is 238. 238. Yeah, if that person does approach, it's you just have to be stern and make sure you have that person blocked everywhere. Yeah. All right, Jasmina, you're up next. I am. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. I have no way of shutting that thing off where it won't make that noise on this machine. Jasmina, are you here, Jasmina? Uh oh. Uh oh. Yeah, it does, Pollyanna. It does tell on me. Jasmina, are you here, Jasmina? Jasmina. If not, I'll go move on and come back. I'm going to move on to the next person if Jasmina doesn't speak here in the next minute. I know, Brenda. All right. I'm moving on. Sweet pea. All right. This is for sweet pea. Oh, that card likes to come out an awful lot tonight too. Uh-oh, we got two kings. They're opposing each other. All right, what do we have here? So we have two opposing. They're opposing each other. Somebody that is committed, somebody that is holds a lot of wisdom. It could be the same person. This could be one and the same person. This person could be very angry. They're not doing they're they're not optimistic. They're angry. They're they're not expressing themselves in a positive way. They're somebody's confused about the things they're saying. This could be two different people here. This could be one person, this could be someone different. So this may not all be one person. So there we have somebody here that is committed to Hi Sharwin. I'm not taking any more tonight, any more readings tonight, but if you have a question, it looks like you have a question and want a question answered, I'll be back on Thursday, and that's when I answer questions. Today is usually just general readings, but my list is closed for today. Thank you for subscribing, though. So if you'd please come back on Thursday and bring your question on Thursday, I'll be glad to answer it for you. So, Sweet Pea, what I'm seeing here is somebody that is an upright person, a caring person, someone that is like a a patriarch type figure, matriarch type figure in. This could be overall everything going good in your life. You have that wisdom, you hold that wisdom. Whereas over here, you have somebody that is angry, and the way that they're speaking is very dark. They're very negative. Even their thoughts are negative. Their subconscious thoughts. They're very somebody you're having difficulty with somebody that is a very negative person. Their energy is very dark. Their thoughts are very dark. And you might be trying to reason with this person. You're wanting to bring balance in. You're trying to bring balance in with this person. This is about you being able to utilize the wisdom that you've gained and try to reason with someone that is very angry about something. You want to bring the balance in and the harmony. And so you're the one that is seeking to do that with this person, whoever this person is. They're very angry and upset about something. And I feel like you're trying to reason with them to bring that balance and harmony in, communicating with them, having some sort of communication, imparting some wisdom onto them. Full moon in Leo. So this card is more for this person over here, whoever this is that you're dealing with. This is a full moon in Leo. They need to let this all go. They need to let all this anger go. And I feel like the card says, don't let pride get in your way. And I think somebody's letting their pride get in the way. This may be about their pride. Well, probably what you need to do then is on a full moon is release anything that person has put out to you. Let it go, because you don't want to hold on to that negative energy. Your angel number, Sweet Pea, is 133. 133. Pamela. And Leos are they take pride in their appearance for sure. Your husband's a Leo, Brenda? She's a Scorpio. Oh, that. Why am I not surprised? That does not surprise me, Sweet Pea. That does not surprise me one little bit about Scorpio. Sorry, Pollyanna. You're the exception to the rule. All right, this is for Pamela. I swear Pollyanna is the exception to the rule when it comes to Scorpios. I don't really believe Pollyanna is a Scorpio. I think she's something. I think she's a different sign. Pollyanna is one of a kind. She really is. All right, this is for Pamela. Well, I'll tell you what, Pollyanna, if you do have Scorpio traits, I don't see them. At least not the ones I've seen from other Scorpios. All right, this is for Pamela. Uh, Pollyanna, I can only imagine. But then again, I know my anger level too. All right. So, what do we have for Pamela? So, we have a conflict here. You have a conflict with someone. This conflict has drained your energy. And look, they're all in reverse. It's drained your energy, this conflict. This was somebody you cared about, and they've walked away. Somebody's walked away. So not only are you drained of energy, you're emotionally drained as well. And that happens after conflicts, but this is a conflict with somebody you were close to. And now that this is all over, now that this conflict is all over, and everything's said and done, things get back to normal. You now feel fulfilled. So this must have needed to be done, this conflict, this disconnection that's taken place, because now you're moving on with life. You feel fulfilled, and you have the red bird. Something good is going to happen. So, and I think you were looking for an apartment. So that might be what the good thing is that's going to happen, is the apartment. You're going to feel fulfilled. And the conflict, you may have been having the conflict may have been surrounding that apartment too. I think that was you that was looking for an apartment. But there's a conflict, and it's time consuming. It's energy draining. It's emotionally draining. But it's all going to turn around for you. Everything's going to turn around for you for the best. All right, let's see what we get for Pamela here. Jasmina, you'll be up next. Don't go anywhere. I called you earlier and you didn't respond. Third quarter moon. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon is when you're coming up on a full moon. So you're getting ready to, you're making adjustments because you're getting ready to release things that no longer serve you under the third quarter moon. Pamela, your angel number is 276. 276. All right, Jasmina. Sorry it's taken so long, guys. I'm using these cards. I don't usually use these, and they require a little extra explanation since it's got the moon phases on them. Coming up on a full moon, the third quarter moon, is the time to start getting ready to do away with the things that no longer serve you. All right, Jasmina. All right. This is for Jasmina. So, what do we have here? We have somebody that has been loyal to you is going to say something that's going to break your heart. You're not going to see it coming. You don't see it coming. You're feeling burned out. This may be it could be a person or that's, well, it's got to be a person that said something. But who is the person? This could be a professional that said something, like a doctor, for instance, an employer is another person, somebody you would expect loyalty from. You expect loyalty from your doctors. You expect loyalty from your employer. This is not necessarily somebody that you're close to as in a relationship, a romantic relationship. this could be outside of that. This could be because this is the Pentacles. This can also be related to health. It can be related to your job. So it could be somebody from one of those areas of your life that's saying something that's hurting your heart. Perhaps you received some bad news and it's causing you to feel down. You might be burned out because you're stressed out because of what was said. There we go. Something that was hidden in darkness, something, a secret. Somebody has let go of maybe not a secret, but something that was hidden in darkness before that you were not aware of is coming to light. And when it comes to light, it breaks your heart. Somebody hid something from you. This could be somebody that you're close to. This could be about somebody you're close to as well. So you might be receiving information that's breaking your heart, that somebody was holding on to, was trying to keep a secret. It could be in regards to their health, because health can be right here. And it could be somebody that you're loyal to, somebody that is a part of, it could be a family member that was keeping, maybe they have medical issues they were keeping secret from you. And now that they've released it, it's breaking your heart because they were holding on to it for too long. It might not be medical. It could be something else. It could be job related, relationship related. But there's some aspect of your life, somebody in your life that you're loyal to is holding on to something, and they're finally having to come forward with that information. And when they do, it hurts your heart. You didn't see it coming. All right, let's see what we get here. First quarter moon. So this is right after a new moon, and you go into the first quarter headed towards a new moon. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment is being tested. So this may be a test of your faith, of your loyalty. This could be a test of your loyalty. Your angel number is 242, 242. Okay, Breege, are you still out there with me, Breege? Is Breege still out there with me? I know it's late over there. Are you still here with me, Breege? I'll come back to Breege. I can timestamp Breege. His Breege might be asleep. I know it's late over there. I'll wait a second or two, just in case. While I'm waiting, if you're not a member, you might want to consider becoming a member. Members, I have 3 tiers. Tier 1 gets, I do members only live once a week. You get a members only live once a week. Yes, I do things for my members. Tier 1 gets members only lives once a week, usually on Tuesdays. Tier 2 gets angel numbers and members only lives. Angel numbers are daily unless I'm live. If I'm live, then you don't get one. Tier 3 gets the same thing that Tier 1 and Tier 2 gets, but Tier 3 gets 1 private reading a month at a discounted rate. Trust me, it's very discounted. And anybody that would like to have a private reading but does not want to become a member, you can email me and let me know. I can give you the price for 30 minutes. My email is mysticalheart1915 at proton.me. I think that's right. It's in my about section. I think it's under the video too, or under the live as well. All right. I'll come back and do Breege. I'll come back and timestamp Breege. Linda, are you here, Linda? I know Breege, so I know I have a way of getting the timestamp to her. Okay, Linda is here. Members will be live. We will be live again on Tuesday. I'm going to try something different between now and then. I'm going to try, well, we'll see. I'm going to try to do something different between now and then as far as this channel so that I can do members only live from a different laptop. I didn't want to do it yesterday because I knew I'd be live today, and I just got to get it figured out. I need to talk to Six Up later. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. This is for Linda. Irish, you know what that is. I'm surprised Pollyanna's not yelling breathe. Oh, Lord. I can't help it. Stupid machine. I'm only using that machine to keep the heat off my legs from the big machine. All right, Linda. I always say I never ask you guys any questions about anything. But with this reading, just looking at the cards, I feel like you've lost some. I feel like you've lost a person to some sort of an addiction. And you feel lost. You feel like you're hurt because of it. Now, that's very specific and may not be true. I could be reading somebody else out there that has lost someone to an addiction. Looking at this in a different way. You have lost something of value, something that's important to you. And again, it may be maybe somebody's just walked away. Maybe you may not have lost them from the physical world, but they may have walked away. They may have freed themselves of that addiction. And when they did away with it, they walked away. And that hurt your feelings because this is somebody that meant something to you. And here we go again. Something hidden in darkness. Somebody's hiding something. So somebody may have been hiding the fact that they had a problem. Now, this could be toxic behavior as well. Erratic behavior, impulsive behavior. Maybe somebody may have been hiding their impulsive behavior from you, and they may have been spending all your money, and you didn't know where it was going because they were hiding it. But eventually this card turns up, and what's hidden in darkness comes to light. You find the truth out eventually. But it's hurting your feelings. This loss is hurting your feelings. Whatever this loss is, this is something of value, something you hold dear to you that you've lost, that's gone. And your feelings are hurt. It may have been it could be something from an ancestor that you've lost. You could have misplaced it. When we get a full moon like that, because that is a full moon, that's the time to release things that no longer serve us. Let's see what card we pull here. The cardinal moon. I'm not sure what the cardinal moon is. It's one of the quarters. Be bold and make the first move. So this is probably right after a new moon. because it's telling you to be bold and make the first move. So I would say you can see the moon in the picture. I would say that this is probably right after a new moon, the dark moon. Be bold and make the first move. That's when you would do that. Would be at the first moon or right after the first, not first moon, new moon, right after the new moon. So the cardinal moon, which would probably be right after the moon steps out of being a new moon and it starts to come out of its shadow. You plant that seed. Now you be bold and make the first move. That's the time to do it. That is when you do it. I know, Pollyanna, I'm sorry. Linda, your angel number is 145, 145. All right, Shirley. Are you here, Shirley? Oh, wow, Pamela. I'm sorry to hear that. Pollyanna, it's 238, 238. You're very welcome, Pollyanna. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here with me. All right, this is for Shirley. Wow, we have two queens. We have two queens facing each other. So over here we have a loyal, supportive queen that's feeling like they're conflicted about something, not sure which way to go. I feel like this could be one and the same person, but I don't think so. Over here is a queen that acts independently, that makes decisions. So these could be one and the same. This could be two different people. So this queen is having difficulty making decisions, making a decision. You're feeling conflicted on something. Whereas this queen steps up and says I'll make the decision. I'll and I'll make it on my own. I'll make it for you independently. So I feel like somebody's making a decision for somebody else because one person's having difficulty making a decision here, I feel, whereas another person is saying, "Wait, I'll make the decision for you." I feel like this has happened before. This is a setback. If you allow this queen to make the decision, even though this queen is upright and usually makes good decisions, that doesn't mean that the decision this person makes for you is the right decision for you. So this could create, allowing this person to make a decision for you could create a setback, because that doesn't mean that this queen is being nice to you. They may be making a decision that suits them. And you see, they're looking at each other. I feel this queen is loyal. This queen is independent. And you have here conflicting feelings. Maybe you're not sure whether you want to let this queen make a decision for you or not. And perhaps you don't let this queen make a decision. And by not letting this queen make a decision for you, then you have a setback, history repeating itself. By not allowing this queen, this person to make the decisions, to make the choices independently. So you might be feeling conflicted about letting this person make independent choices. But you have to at some point. At some point, you have to let somebody make their own decisions. History might repeat itself if you make the decision for them. So people have to make their own decisions, live and learn, right? How else is people going to learn if they don't make decisions that they have to learn from? Because not every decision is a good decision. So what I'm saying is you're conflicted on whether or not to allow this person to make a decision. I say let them do it. History is repeating itself if you don't let them do it. There'll be a setback. There'll be a conflict. There'll be regrets if you don't allow this person to make choices on their own. Gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So a gibbous moon is, I believe it's coming up on a full moon. It's not quite a full moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So your goal may be a learning lesson for this person. That may be your goal. Your angel number is 382. 382. So that would be at the time, I want to say it's coming up on a full moon. I don't have it right in front of me, the gibbous moon. Hang on 1 second. Well, this just says gibbous moon. It doesn't say whether it's waxing or waning. So it sounds to me like this is a waxing gibbous moon, because you can have a waxing and you can have a waning. So the waxing, which is what I think this is referring to, is a time for refinement and fine tuning. Reflect on your progress, make necessary adjustments, and that's what they're telling you to. You're very, very close to achieving your goal, which is your goal is to release things that no longer serve you. All right. 6 up. Are you out there listening, 6 up? You're very welcome, Shirley. You're very welcome. There's 6 up. All right, this is for 6 up. Dang it, my machine's telling on me. Make sure you guys subscribe to 6 Up. And Soup, too. The links are in my description. If you don't have the link, if you guys don't have the link, check out 6 Up. And another good channel to check out is Soup. I have other links down there too. I have a lot of links that I follow that are in my description box underneath each live. If you like to watch scanner chasers, I have one of them in my description. All right, this is for 6 Up. Thank you, Pollyanna. So the hangman he puts himself in this position to gain enlightenment. And although it doesn't show it on this card like it does on others, he's gained all the enlightenment he's going to gain. So when the hangman is upright, it's time to let go. And what is it time to let go of? You've gained all the enlightenment you're going to gain. It's time to let go of some type of communication. Not detach. Well, yeah, you're watching, listening to people that are detached. Literally, people you're listening to are detached. You've gained all the enlightenment about those people that are detached from reality. There's really not a whole lot more. I don't think there's a whole lot more you can learn from them. But here, you're moving forward. You're going to make a decision to be assertive and direct and communicate about things that you care about, that mean something to you, with the help of spirit. Now, things that you communicate that you're passionate about may reflect on these people that are detached, but this is something you're passionate about. There's other things that you want to talk about, and maybe you haven't been pushing forward enough, and now you have spirit behind you saying it's time to start communicating in that direction. And some of this may involve these people, but that's not the point of your communication. Your point here now is to educate. You're finding it challenging. You're finding it challenging to do that. Something's holding you back. You want to do this, you want to move maybe in a more direct direction, and in educating others, but you're finding it challenging for some reason. Something is challenging you. It could be, I know you sometimes have the same issue I have with the internet. That could be on your mind, or it could be something else. There's something that's challenging you from pursuing what you want to pursue. Your goal is challenging you. The goal that you have set, you're finding it challenging to meet that goal. I know sometimes these people give you, just when you think you heard it all, they give you more. But I think it's time to maybe let go of that and pursue the goal that you have in mind. And whatever's challenging you, maybe you need to work on that. Like I'll give you an example. So I have a new laptop. Y'all know that I have my other channel on it with Restream. I find it challenging, number one, to fire up that laptop and go live on that other channel. But I also was thinking about putting this channel on that laptop so that I could do my members only live from Restream. See, I have a goal, but I'm challenging myself. It's myself. I'm holding myself back, if that makes sense. So it's only you know what the challenge is. I know what my challenge is, in that sense of speaking. I like to relate examples so that you have an idea of what it is that I'm coming to mind. New moon in Aquarius. Bring bring love into the situation. So new moon in Aquarius. Aquarians, tend to stick to themselves, and they don't tend to go outside of their immediate family, the ones that they live with, that is. Aquarians can have family, but they don't necessarily communicate with the other family if they're not living in the same house with them. Just saying. This is going from experience of having a child that's an Aquarius. This is a new moon in Aquarius, and that new moon is the time to plant the seed to start that. But you need to bring love into the situation as well. Your angel number is 194. 194. Irish Jessie, are you still with me? Hey, Spirit of Morning. You're very welcome. 6 up. You're very welcome. I think you get the idea that I'm trying to put across. I tried to use myself as an example. And I feel like yours is all dealing with communication. It's just. Is Irish here with me? I see that, Brenda. Is Irish still here with me? She might be sleeping. She had a rough one yesterday. If not, I'll timestamp her. I can come back to Irish. Culture, are you here, Culture? I'll come back to Irish Jessie if she comes in. If not, I'll timestamp her. There's Culture. I am sorry it's taken so long to do these. I decided to pull out that they're not new, they're new to the channel, but that set of oracle cards, I thought they'd bring in a little bit of meaning, more meaning to the readings. I might not want to use that deck again. All right, this is for culture. They do culture, but they take long. It's taken me longer because I'm explaining the new moons or the different moon phases that are on there. Because I'm all about education. Anybody that knows me knows I'm all about education. I was in college for 11 years. I enjoyed college. And it wasn't because I flunked out. It was because I got 3 degrees. I couldn't settle for just 1 bachelor's degree. I had to get 2, and then I got the master's degree on top of it. I would have kept going, but I had to at some point quit and start working. All right. This is for culture. Wow. You got all major arcana cards. So, what do we have here? You are technically I have 4. I also have an associate's degree, but I don't count that one. Yes, I have 3 degrees. I have 2 bachelor's and a master's. I wanted to go back to school, but I never did. So, all right, what do we have here? So you're self-sabotaging yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. You're making yourself fall. And you have what it takes. There's a leap of faith. There's something that you want to try. And you have the ability to do that. But I think you're talking yourself out of it. I think you are fighting yourself when it comes to taking this leap of faith on something new. I feel like you're doing it to yourself. You're convincing yourself that you can't do it. Where here, the magician is telling you you have the ability to do what it is you want to do here. You just need to get up and go ahead and take this leap of faith. Take this chance. And the voice of authority, the voice of reason is saying, take the chance. Take the chance. It's like the story I've told before, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to use this example again. Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, the comedian, diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. People asked him, "Why do you drink diet soda?" He says, "So I can have a piece of cake." And people criticize him for eating the piece of cake. And like he says, what if I pass away tomorrow and didn't eat that cake because I was afraid it would hurt me? Exactly. So eat the cake, because if you're going to pass away tomorrow, you're going to pass away tomorrow regardless if you eat that piece of chocolate cake. So if you have something you want to do, don't wait. The magician is telling me that you have everything in your toolbox that you need to go forward with this to begin with. You have the capability of doing it. The voice of authority, the voice of reason is telling you, take that chance on something new. Don't wait. Don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage yourself and say, yeah, I better not eat that chocolate cake because it might affect my diabetes and I might pass away tomorrow. And then you end up passing away and you could have had the chocolate cake anyhow. I always, Gabriel Iglesias is my go-to sometimes. Funny comedian. So basically what it's saying is, don't sabotage yourself and talk yourself out of it. You know you can do it, whatever it is that you want to take a leap of faith on. If you have everything that you need, to follow through with this, then do it. Don't hold yourself back. We are our own worst enemies. We are our own worst enemies when it comes to self-sabotage. We hold ourselves back. Well, we can be our own worst enemies. New moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So, I don't know, maybe this leap of faith is you want to volunteer somewhere. I'm going to give you another example. Maybe this leap of faith is you want to volunteer somewhere, which is why you got this card. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. New moon is the time to set your intentions, to set your goal. That's when it's time to set your goal. And Virgos are usually very caring person. Dedicated people. They're earthly people. Virgo is an earth sign. Your angel number is 301. 301. Shining, are you still here with me? You still here with me, Shining? You're very welcome, culture. You're very welcome. Well, now don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. Get everything, you have everything that you need to start that business. Get it started, because I thought about a business I wanted to start and I didn't follow through with it, and somebody else started a business just like I was thinking about. There you are, shining. All right, this is for shining. All right, so looks like you made a wish on something and that wish is not being fulfilled. The wish is not being fulfilled. This is the wish fulfillment card. But we can also look at this card in another way. Not emotionally fulfilled. Not emotionally fulfilled with others that you're connected to. Here we have the courage to take control of our emotions. I feel like you're doing a balancing act here. What you're balancing, I'm not sure. It's things you value. This could be balancing home and job, family, friends and job. But you're doing a balancing act here, and it's difficult. It's rough. It's rough to do that balancing act. And you have to find the courage to take control. Oh. So this is again, this is about others. This is about walking away. This is about walking away. And I think you're finding it difficult. You have to find the courage. You have to take control and find the courage to do whatever it is that's needed here to walk away. Sometimes we have to do that. You might be balancing thoughts too. Even though this is not the swords card, you could be balancing some thoughts too, as well. Mix these cards up. Come on, I need one. Here we go. Oh, you got new moon in Aquarius. I'm going to pull another one because that one just came out. Bring love into the situation. New moon is when you need to plant that seed. But let me pull, I'm just going to randomly pull one out of the middle of the deck. Try to, anyhow. Waxing moon. The waxing moon. I'm trying to think, where's the waxing? Waxing is the energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon. The waxing crescent moon. This is freshly coming off of. This is the waxing moon. This is freshly coming off of a new moon, which is the new moon. You got the new moon here. This is actually the new moon in Aquarius. This is the waxing moon. It's not in any specific sign. And the waxing moon, that's when it's that time. That time to plant that seed. That's when you want to put it out into the universe. And whatever it is that you're working on, something new you're putting out into the universe. And during a new moon or a waxing moon, which is shortly after the new moon, is the time to do that. Because you still have the effects of the new moon even during the waxing moon. Your angel number is 122, 122. All right, smiling is contagious. Are you still here? Probably, maybe on Thursday we'll try the new deck. I've got things I have to work. I have to work with the new deck before I use them on a live. There's things I have to do to get them ready, prepare them for a new live. That's why I'm not using them tonight. Smiling is contagious. Are you here? You're very welcome, Shining. You're very welcome. All right, their smiling is contagious. I got to make sure I'm not frozen. Other than. Okay, Irish, I'll do you after. Let me finish smiling is contagious and then I'll come back to you. Did you take a wee nap? Did my Irish take a wee nap? I have to put that word in there. You guys got me saying we. Ah, okay. That's all right. I understand. Let me do smiling is contagious and then I'll come back to you. These two are coming together. Trust the process. All right. That one likes to come out a lot tonight, too. So, what do we have here? It looks like there's some unrest, maybe in family, involving family. There may be some unrest. It could be siblings, or it could be friends from childhood. There's some unrest here. You're struggling. There's a struggle here. A struggle to maintain balance and harmony in life. But you need to take a chance on something. So I'm seeing some unrest here that's causing you to struggle with balance and harmony. Aw, thank you, Pamela. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. Aw, thank you. So I feel like there's something going on from your childhood. It could be either family or it could be a childhood friend, perhaps. And it's something that's making you emotional, and it's challenging you to keep your chakras aligned, to maintain that balance and harmony in life. You might be taking a leap of faith on something. What is the leap of faith on? You have unfinished business. So you are taking a leap of faith because you have unfinished business. Maybe you're not going to travel. So this is something that's unfinished. You have something that hasn't come to an end yet with someone here. I feel like it's stressing you out trying to maintain balance here. And you might be needing to try something new. You want to bring something to a completion, but you're having trouble doing so. It's in regards to either family or family friend, childhood friend. There's some unrest there. And you're trying to figure out a way to correct this, to work on that. First quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So maybe somebody's testing you. Maybe they're testing your commitment. I would say it's more of a childhood friend in that case than it is a family member. Maybe they feel like you're not as committed to maintaining your friendship, and you need to work on that. First quarter moon, that would be right after a new moon, heading towards a full moon. So the first quarter. So you still have some of the new moon energy in it. Your commitment, though, is being tested. All right. Your angel number is 343. 343. Irish Jesse. Irish. I know. I think poor Breege must have fell asleep. I'll do her reading and timestamp it for her. I gotta sit up in this chair. You're very welcome. Smiling is contagious. You're very welcome. Just a couple more to go. All right, this is for Irish. Well, you got two pages. They're opposing each other. One's in reverse, and this is about finding something challenging in your life. Finding it challenging to reach goals. You may have a goal that you want to reach. Okay, Breed, I'll come back to you as soon as I finish Irish Jessie. I figured you did. So this is, you're finding it challenging to pursue goals that you want to pursue. But I feel like things are changing up. You're becoming creative, coming up with ideas on these goals. Maybe the ideas you had before weren't working, and now you have ancestors that are helping you and guiding you. You need to bring focus. You're distracted. You're distracted. There's a distraction that's bothering you. Something needs to be completed before you can move on with your goals. Something has to come to an end. You might be traveling. This could represent you traveling. And part of your goal might be travel, might involve travel. But you have a distraction over here. This distraction is causing you to lose focus on what's important to you. Oh, for crying out loud, I am breathing. Stop it. Oh,
Breathe harder.
it might be because it's running out of energy. Because I've been over here for so long, I guess I'm putting this thing to the test to see how long the battery lasts. Full moon in Leo. Don't worry about it. Leave it be.
You're at 7%. You want me to cut that on?
Yeah. No. I'm almost done, so I'm good. 7%'s enough. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And Leo's known for their pride. Leos are known for their pride. But this is about a full moon. And a full moon, under a full moon, is the time to release. Under a full moon is the time to release this distraction. Because it doesn't serve you any good purpose. Under the full moon, and it doesn't have to be a full moon in Leo. Under the full moon, release the things that don't serve you any longer. And what doesn't serve you any longer, what doesn't serve you is these distractions that you're dealing with. And the full moon is about bringing things to a completion and doing away with things that no longer serve us. This card can also represent travel as well. Your angel number, Irish Jessie, is 159. 159. Breach. I swear, these commercials in my side chat are driving me nuts. When you see me reach over there, because I've got my phone so I can read chat, these commercials are driving me nuts. You're very welcome, Irish. You're very welcome. Breach, are you still with me? Are you still with me, Breach? You were just here. Are you still here, Breach? Athena, are you still out there, Athena? You're the last one. If you're still out there, Athena, you're the last one. You'll be after Breach. Breach. I know I have a lag and you're going to hear me saying your name a million times. I'm sorry. There you are. Oh. So, what do we have going on here? You have everything you need to make sure that you're committed to keeping things as they should be in your life, making sure everything in life is going the way that you want it to go. Here, I feel like you're stressing yourself out. I feel like this is about you stressing yourself out. This Queen of Wands, overdoing it, expending too much energy. Be careful stressing yourself out like this, because this is the Queen is a lot, would be a lot of stress. And I know you had issues, but I think your issues have resolved here. Oh, the King and the Queen. You've got the King and the Queen. So you might be dealing with a couple of people. So this changes this whole thing. You might be dealing with a couple of people that are not so nice. And they could be a couple, a married couple. I say that because we have the Queen and the King here. So you might be dealing with a couple that are not so nice. But see, you have everything that you need to make sure that they don't interfere in your business. This is somebody outside of your, this is, I don't know if this is, I don't think they're family, but this is somebody outside. It's a couple, it's a married couple. I feel a king, here's the King and there's the Queen. When I get the King and the Queen, and they're both up in reverse, these two people carry negative energy with them. These two people are very negative. They're very angry, dark energy. So I'd be careful. I don't know who these people are to you. I wouldn't let them get to you because you have the ability to take care of yourself. You have everything you need to make sure that you're committed to taking care of every aspect of your life. Whereas these two people here are are meant to interrupt in some way. I feel like they're meant to interrupt your life in some way, and not in a positive way either. I don't know who they are or how they're related to you, but I do feel like they are a married couple because it is the King and the Queen of Wands. I don't know if it's somebody that's causing you problems. I have somebody here with me. I've got a spirit here with me. Oh, hush. I'll get to the charger in a second. Athena, are you still here? If not, I'm not going to wait around. I can tell you that because my oxygen machine's screaming at me now. Athena. All right, Breach, new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So we've had this card come up quite a bit tonight. New moon, this is about new beginnings. A time to plant the seed of love. This may be a couple that don't want to be interfered with. Although these two don't represent the sign of Aquarius because Aquarius is an air sign and these are fire signs. Since this card came up quite a bit. I'm going to pull one more. Full moon in Leo. So don't let pride get in your way. You got the new moon and the full moon. This is the moon cycle here. This is about releasing. Their pride is getting in the way. This is about their pride getting in the way. This would be for them. This card is for you. Bring love into the situation here. And this card is for this couple. Whoever this couple is, they need to stop letting their pride get in their way. Full moon in Leo. And Leo is a fire sign. So that card could be for them. Whoever they are, only you know. All right, Bridge, your angel number is 183. 183. If you're not sure what to do with angel numbers, if you're new to the channel and don't know about angel numbers, go to your search engine, type the word angel number and a number I give you, and hit search, and that'll be a message that your angels want you to hear for the day. I'm going to ask for Athena one last time. Athena, if you're here, let me know now, because I'm about to shut down, because I'm about to run out of this oxygen machine. I've gone way past my time on my channel. I don't usually ever be on this long. Athena. Last chance for Athena. I want to take the time to thank Brenda for coming back as at a higher level. You'll be getting angel numbers. I want to thank O2 Hurricane for being a member for 6 months. Thank you for that. Ellie, thank you for that, for coming back. And Pamela, thank you for the super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. Well, Athena's not here. I'm running out of oxygen on this machine. So I'm going to send much love and many blessings to everybody. As always, I'll see you back next time. Stay safe out there, everybody. It's a crazy world we live in. If you don't believe me, watch YouTube. Everybody, have a good evening. And members, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good evening. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Pollyanna and Irish and Six Up and everybody else that's been here. Thank you.